What is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new video for you all today. So today I'm going to be showing you guys my bank account on Old School RuneScape on my main account, Mr. No Sleep, and my Ironman account right here, also Mr. No Sleep. Now, the last time that I showed you guys my bank video on my Ironman was about 2 years ago, and the last time that I did a bank video on my main was about 4.5 to 5 years ago. So a lot has changed, and yeah, a lot of people always asked to see the bank video, so we're gonna finally make it today. Not really much new going on with me lately. Leagues has been out. I've been really enjoying live streaming it, but I really haven't done the greatest videos on it, so I'm looking forward to coming back to the main game soon and doing some very strange and creative videos on new accounts, and especially on my main account and my Ironman. But yeah, I'm looking forward to starting off 2025 on a good note, and I figure we'll end 2024 with a bank video, maybe do another one at the end of 2025. So first things first, the time played, we have 898 days. Collection log is at 960 out of 1561. And total XP is at 1.3 bill. The only thing that is worth mentioning that has happened since the last bank video on this account is 200 mil range XP and 200 mil hit points. So that is, you know, some two pretty big milestones for me. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into the bank. All right, so we're always representing World 444, always bank standing at the Castle Wars, and yeah, we're in the friends chat, Mr. No Sleep. Clan chat is Insomnia PVM. Favorite pet, Duxacalis. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know, right? It's amazing. This pet is absolutely amazing. All right, let's go ahead and get into the bank, gentlemen. We got a trade coming in from this guy who's asking for 1 bill. I'll have to get back to you on that one. But yeah, let's go ahead and start with the first tab. This is tab 9. Before we dive into the bank today, let's dive into some new Creator Crafted releases. So right now, there is a site-wide sale on Creator Crafted, and everything is marked down on the website just in time for the holidays. This is the biggest savings of the year, and they just did their last restock for Christmas. So you gotta hurry up, because last year, popular items sold out very fast. Creator Crafted products make the perfect gift for any RuneScape fan, but early shopping is essential to avoid shipping delays during the holiday rush. And right now you can grab an LED sign with so many different amazing options to choose from. Or how about you pick up a new poster for your wall this Christmas? I know I'll be grabbing some more plushies for the upcoming year, my favorite being the Jad plushie. And with loads of 5-star reviews across all different platforms, the real question is, what are you waiting for? Shop Creator Crafted today and use discount code SLEEPY10 for an additional 10% off at checkout. That is discount code SLEEPY10 for 10% off. And a huge thank you to Creator Crafted for sponsoring today's video. I guess we're starting at the end here, but this tab is usually devoted to whatever video I'm working on at the time. So as you can see here, I was doing 100 easies and mediums and hard clues all in one, so I got like halfway done with it, and then leagues came out and I stopped, so I don't think I'm going to be uploading this anymore. But yeah, the highlight from that one was the Team Cape 0. Really, this whole tab, nothing means anything in here. This is all just for the price check of whatever video I'm working on, and so this was all the clue scroll loot. And yeah, this tab is usually always for a video. But moving on to the next tab, tab number 8, we have the potions and the food. Yeah, I don't really have too many potions right now, but we're pretty stacked on food, so we'll have some food for months at least. And just scrolling down, I just like to keep this tab as small as it can be. So yeah, just the food that I absolutely need and use, or at least will use eventually, and then same goes for the potions. This is kind of how I organize it. It has changed through the years, but that's what's interesting about bank videos, is you can kind of see that change over time, you know? So yeah, that's this tab. Moving on to tab number 7, we have the Untradeables. This is from Slayer, LMS, as well as Castle Wars and TOA, as well as Desert Treasure 2. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff here that is definitely worth keeping. It just doesn't have any value, so I can't sell it. So yeah, this is a really cool tab. I mean, don't really have much going on in here, but one of these days I'll get 100 Hespori seeds and we'll do a video there. Other than that, though, we just have another piece of the Soul Reaper axe, a little bit of skilling stuff in here, but not too much. And yeah, that is the Untradable tab. All right, moving on, we're going to go to the Clue Scroll tab. So anytime I do a hard clue, elite, or master, those are the main three that I do. This is the tab where I go if I need any item. So yeah, it's a very useful tab. Not too sure what happened to my clockworks. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we don't want to lose that. But yeah, overall, just, you know, all for clue scrolls and all of my diary stuff in here as well. So it just comes in handy for clues. But moving on to tab number 5, this is the teleports. I used to be heavily invested into Revenant Cave teleports, but I just don't think they're ever going to go up at this point. 400 each, yeah. It's been years, so I gave up on that merch. But other than that, just some more teleports for clue scrolls and just doing things around the game. I like to be able to access anywhere and everywhere quickly, so this tab does come in handy for that. But yeah, the Master Scroll book is pretty average, probably has about 10 mil worth of teleports in there. But that's pretty much it for this tab. All right, moving on to tab number 4. This is the Skilling tab. We have everything you need for mining, woodcutting, prayer, fishing, as well as agility and rune crafting, thieving, and construction. So many different things in here. Got things from pickpocketing. We also have the farming equipment. We have diary items as well. Stardust and spirit flakes with abyssal pearls. And yeah, just all of these things are used in skilling in one way or another. And yeah, this tab, you know, it really did take a while to get everything into here. We got 2,000 house keys that we still have to use and some termites to cash in. So yeah, just really useful things for skilling. And I do really enjoy skilling. So yeah, it's a pretty important tab to me. But now for the 3 main tabs that people are the most curious about, let's go ahead and go to the Magic tab. This is tab number 3. All right, so no Tumican. I've had it a few times, and I just don't really need it right now, so I only purchase that when I absolutely need it. But for the most part, I'm using Sang everywhere, Purging Staff otherwise, and we have full Virtus, we have full Ancestral, with the Magus Ring, as well as a 3rd Age Mage Hat and a 3rd Age Mage Robe. Eldonus's Ward, as well as just some other things down here, like we have the decorative armor from Castle Wars, we have a little bit of PKing gear, and decent rune stack below. Yeah, I mean, this tab definitely worth a little bit of money. These runes add up generously. Shout out to my friend Super Texan for giving me the green stack of runes. We love that and definitely love to see it. Otherwise, though, the highlights are 3rd Age Mage Hat and 3rd Age Mage Robe Bottom. We did get both of those from Hard Clue Scrolls, and I look forward to one day getting the Mage Robe Top, but it hasn't happened yet, so we'll see. Saturated Heart as well. And yeah, I mean, this is basically best in slot mage for me, and it works pretty well. Just have to get a couple more imbued capes back. But for the most part, pretty successful tab on my end. Just need that Tumican, but I just don't use it that often or do things that require it that often, so haven't decided to buy it back yet, but we'll get that again one day soon. A Cursed Scepter comes in handy as well. And yeah, paintbrush and a couple other things as well. So let's go ahead and move on to the range tab. This is the cool one. We have Venator Bow, Webweaver Bow, as well as the Venator Ring and full Missouri. Zerite Van Braces was a new purchase, but they did go down in price a lot. And we also have Bofa and full Crystal. 3rd Age Range Coif as well. So that's always good to see. And yeah, we don't have the Zerite Crossbow, but I can buy it. I just don't want to right now because I'm not doing any necks. So yeah, I really just buy things when I need them, and for the most part, this is what I like to keep at all times, just for different sets of combat. But yeah, this is the range tab. Not too bad at all. I use some of this stuff for PKing as well down here, but for the most part, the only stuff I use in this tab is like the first 3 rows. And yeah, that is about it for the range tab. All right, now we move on to the melee tab. This is the exciting one. Probably out of all of them, I would say this is number 1. So we start with the Void, and we have all of the weapons after that. So we have all the God Swords. We have Elder Maul, Void Waker. Got the Fang and the Dragon Claws, as well as the Burning Claws. Vesta's Longsword. Got the amulet down here, as well as the Avernic and Ultor Ring. That was a new purchase a few months back. We also have Torva Plate Legs, Torva Full Helm. We're missing the body. I might get that soon. I don't know, though. I have well, let's see how much cash. You have 1 billion GP right now, but I'm not too sure what I'm going to buy with that. I just got done selling a few things, so I'll see. But yeah, we might buy a Torva plate body depending on what we do next in game. But yeah, just scrolling down, we have some more rings here. We have the Blood Moon outfit, the Sunfire outfit, and the fighter hat, as well as just some untradeable things that are good for certain monsters. And we have the Ferocious gloves. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, we're just missing the Torva plate body. I don't have Scythe, I don't have Elysian, and yeah, I don't have Twisted Bow because, I don't know, I just never have those items. They're very expensive, and I just don't use them. You know, I'm a very simple guy, minimalist, some would say, and so I just don't really have best in slot everything. Maybe when I get the Inferno Cape next month, like that's a big goal of mine for the start of January, that will motivate me to get max best in slot gear. But for the most part, I just kind of like wearing relatable, more affordable things, and it's been like that since day one. I'm not sure if that'll ever change. But yeah, this is the melee tab, and then we move on to the main tab, which this is my essentials. We have the herb sack, gem bag, sanctifier, bearer, and all the teleports and useful items that I use on a day-to-day or week-to-week basis, as well as the rune pouch and the GP. Got about 1.1 bill right now. If we go ahead and we turn on the bank plugin, you guys can see the overall amount is just shy of 5 bills. So that's my bank, and it's gone up, it's gone down. I've given away a ton just in the last 3 months. I think I gave away about 1 bill of my own money. And what I haven't given away, I've lost in the wilderness, or I've just lost to the economy and selling things and buying things back so often. I try my best not to loan items or borrow items. I just kind of like to earn things myself. And in a way, I've kind of always been rebuilding time and time again on this channel. I'm not too sure what the bank will look like in the future. It really just all depends on what we're doing in game and what we're doing on stream. But in general, that is the bank, and I think the only thing left to show would be the amount of pets that I have, because pets do matter. So let's go ahead and teleport out. And yeah, this is, I'd say I'm more proud about the pets than I am about the amount of GP I have in the bank, because GP just comes and goes with me. I've never taken it seriously. Probably should, but never have. And looking at the pets, these are all of them. Yeah, some of these take a long time to get. Others not so much. Others I've been fortunate, very lucky to get. But all these pets are connected to memories, because I can remember where I was and like when it was, what year, and almost what month with most of these pets. So I love these pets for many different reasons, and I have so many favorites that it's hard to choose a favorite, but I do have Duke Sichelis out, or at least he was out. Other than that, I love my Wisp pet, and I do love the Araxor as well, and Commander Zilliana. So there's all sorts. I think the most recent pet that I received was Moxie, and that is definitely a favorite of mine. So yeah, I just love them all differently for different reasons, and this is the POH in general. Not much going on here, but yeah, the Obsidian did cost a decent amount to make happen, and other than that, we just have the Obelisk and the Spirit Tree. So yeah, that is the bank on Mr. No Sleep, the main account. Let's move on to the Ironman. All right, the Ironman, here we are. Have a total XP of 388 mil, 2,194 total level, and time played is, as shown, 357 days. Still have a lot to do on this account, but man, I love this account. This is it right here. Everything on this account has been earned, and not that my main hasn't, but man, this was the long way for the Ironman. Yeah, we have 44 mil defense. Some of you might remember the goal is 200 mil in defense, and we're at 44 mil so far. Got some decent post 99s as well, but not too many. Definitely some worth showing though, so I'll just kind of hover over a few. And yeah, we're just kind of working on AFKing mining right now, just stacking up amethyst to bank 99 crafting, the slow way, but definitely the rewarding way. And other than that, this account just kind of makes videos whenever I'm AFKing something on him, and long term I would like to get a max cape, and of course just kind of do the same route that my main did, only maybe get an Inferno cape quicker on this account. But yeah, let's go ahead and show the bank now. All right, so this is the first tab, starting at the end here, tab 9. This is the food tab and also video tab. So same thing as before, whatever video or activity I'm doing on this account, I put all the loot in here. So as you can see, I've just been mining every now and again. So we've stacked up some amethyst, some gems, and some clues. But overall, this is the food tab. We have 14K cooked anglers, 4K karambwans, got to fish some more of those soon, 8K dark crab, let's see, almost 13k sharks, decent amount of manta rays as well, and everything else is kind of basic, but yeah, you get the point. A lot of purple sweets, almost 1,000. And yeah, all of this was fished or obtained from temporos or fishing trawlers, so yeah, it took a long time, but that's why AFKing pays off. But yeah, this is the food tab. Let's go ahead and move on to the potion tab. So we have all the staminas, tons of supersets, as well as super combats and brews and restores. Decent amount of prayer pots, and we also have a lot of super energies. Scrolling down, we have some potions that I still need to make. So that's like 4,300 anti-fires. That's 3,800 range potions. The list goes on with all that. But yeah, it's a lot of banked XP that we have for Herblore, so definitely going to get on that soon. And we also have the farming tab down here as well. So we have the bottomless bucket, we have all of my trees that I have left to plant, and we also have the herbs that I've collected from my kingdom for a very long time that I still have yet to clean. But this right here is like 2,400 more prayer potions, and yeah, another 1,000 Ceridome brews. So I always try to be diligent with my farm runs when I do play on the Ironman, as well as doing seaweed runs and whatnot. But yeah, here's just a little bit of secondaries. We have the wine, the fungus, as well as the snape grass and potato cactus, a lot of white berries and limpa roots, as well as red spider eggs and coconuts. So yeah, all of this will come in handy for 99 herblore and just potions in general. You can never have enough potions. Decent amount of seeds as well, snapdragon, as well as 1,000 toad flax. I'm not too sure where my Renard, oh, there we have 53 of those, so definitely could use some more. But yeah, overall, decent amount of herb seeds, and could definitely use some more snape grass, but most of the part I just do herb runs and seaweed runs. I also do Hespori pretty actively on this account, so we have 7 left to go for that. But yeah, I'm always getting more, and we do have the farming pet, so that is a nice flex. But yeah, this is the Ironman herblore tab, potion tab, farming tab, and seed tab all in one. Moving on, we have the quest tab. Definitely not as cool as it is on the main account, but I don't quest on the main account, so, you know, this is just the untradeables that I guess are worth keeping, but nothing too crazy in here except the cabbage, which we got all that from killing tortoises. Moving on, we have the rune and teleport tabs. So these are all of my runes from Slayer and PVMing, all of my teleport tabs for transportation and clue scrolls, and all of these we got from Wilderness Slayer, as well as Wilderness Bossing. But yeah, scrolling down, we have 3 Bryophyta staves, a Mist staff, and a Dust, as well as Karamja Gloves 1. Still have to do the diaries on this account, unfortunately, but we will get there, as well as some pages from Temporos and Wintertot. But yeah, pretty cool tab. All these runes were like obtained from killing things, not really buying them from the shop, so this is definitely a lot of time that went into this tab, but yeah, very rewarding. And whenever I need more house tabs, I just AFK with soft clay. All right, moving on, we now have the skilling tab. So this is awesome. Super proud of this. The mahoganies and the teaks are all from the kingdom. Hopefully this is close to 99 construction banked, but I'm not too sure. Either way, though, we have 400,000 pure essence. I think that's all from Zulrah, as well as gargoyles or something. But yeah, it took a long time to get all that. We got 14.5k U longbows, 10k that I need to high alch, 26k magic longbow use, 6k that I also need to high alch, another 14k bowstrings that I did, I think the lunar spellbook spell to make all of these. And then we have about roughly almost 9k red shins, 351,000 Zulrah skills, all fished. And, you know, I think I killed Zulrah almost 1,000 times as well. So most of them were fish, though the flax is all from the kingdom, and I'm going to use all that to make bowstrings in the future. Now we have the ore as well, 50,000 coal, 15,000 iron, a little bit of gold, 23k myth, 11k addy, and 3k rune. That's pretty high for an Ironman because we mined all that, so that took a while. Then we have the bars down here. Need to make all these into cannonballs, but I will over time. Use these to fish more karambwans, and then some arrow shafts because I'm always making arrows. But yeah, scrolling more down here, we have some more spirit flakes that we're going to use in the future. A lot of fish chunks, a lot of tokel, as well as marks of grace and golden nuggets. Guardians of the Rift is probably how I'm going to do 99 RC on this account, so we do have some pearls from that. And I did a little bit of aerial fishing, so we have some pearls from that as well. But yeah, other than that, just scrolling down, we have a lot of crafting supplies, a lot of orbs, as well as the seaweed count is at 5,500 giant seaweed, 2,700 normal. A little bit of everything in here as it pertains to skilling, some broad bolts as well, and 125,000 amethyst arrow tips, as well as 350,000 arrows. 3,000 dragon arrows, even though we have no twisted bows, so one day hopefully. And we have another 112,000 headless arrows that we will eventually make into amethyst arrows, but just haven't done it quite yet. Looking more further down here, we have a lot of onyx bolt tips from fishing infernal eels. Decent amount of onyx bolt tips. I think that's from... oh man, I don't know where I got these from, but yeah, it's gonna bother me when I think about it later. But yeah, we have all of these, which I think I used these bolt tips on rune bolts, and then I simply enchanted them. So yeah, I think this was from wilderness bossing, and that's what made me all these, which are good to high alch. So the javelins as well, that's from demonic gorillas. Dragon darts, I believe, are from implings, maybe some other sources as well. Then scrolling at the very bottom here, we have all of the planks that we need for construction. And we also have all the bones that we need for prayer right now. So yeah, a little bit of everything comes into this tab, but it's definitely like a bulk of my bank, well over 500 mil just in this tab, mainly from the amethyst. But a lot of it's gotten me XP in so many different skills in this tab. So yeah, this tab is very important to me, and I just love seeing these white numbers. They look so good. But yeah, let's move on now to the jewelry and gem tab. So we have about 160 glories or so. Yeah, I really love that. I don't know, just having that on an Ironman feels a little bit more special than a main. And all these gems, one day will be crafted into something, but not today. We have 21,000 gold gold bar, as well as 1,000 phoenix necklaces. A lot of rings of recoil, and just in general, some ring of wealth, some dig site pendants. Don't have mounted teleports in my POH just yet, and even if I do, I'll still be using these teleports just to save time. So yeah, I don't know, I like to have a lot of teleports on hand and jewelry and gems. So yeah, not too bad at all. We also got the dodgy necklaces and the bounty amulet, as well as the necklaces of passage. So a little bit of everything in this tab. Moving on though, we have the skilling tab once again with the gear. So we have the full graceful, 2 sets of that with the dragon harpoon as well. Superior, as well as expert mining gloves with a celestial ring and golden prospector, as well as full pyromancer, 3 tomes, dragon pickaxe, dragon axe, full spirit angler with the barrel, the box, and the rod. So yeah, we take our fishing seriously on here. Scrolling more down, we have the full lumberjack, as well as the log basket and vire, as well as rogue. That's going to come in handy for pickpocketing. We got the coal bag, 3,500 binding necklaces. That'll be for Guardians of the Rift. Wasn't fun making those, but they will come in handy. We also have the golden tench, which is my favorite fashion scape. 7 big sharks, all from fishing sharks. A little bit of rune crafting supplies down here, as well as my pouches and a little bit of hunter and forestry things with all of my skill capes so far. So it does take up bank space, but yeah, I love these skill capes. They do mean a lot to me. All right, moving on, we now have the PVM tab. This is all of the drops that I've received. I've done so many Czar videos on this account that I have a pretty nice collection. I didn't purchase any of this except the staff and the sword. That's it. Everything else was obtained. So we also got 12 black masks from the cave horror video that I did recently. Got a blood shard, void waker gem. We're 2 out of 3 on completing that, as well as just some more Zulrah duplicates. A little bit of Vedion drops, demonic gorillas, gargoyles, wilderness bosses, clue scrolls, you name it, it's in here. A lot of cool things that I've obtained over the years. Robin Hood hat being one of them, and Cape of the Skulls, holy sandals, just things like that from clue scrolls and just Slayer in general. I did high alch a little bit of this, but for the most part I've kept it all. Scrolling down, you can see some Wilderness Slayer drops as well, like the parchments, and anything for prayer with like ensouled heads I'll put down here as well. So yeah, that's about it for this tab though. Just all of the drops go in here and some of the clue scroll loot as well. All right, well now it's time for the best tab. That is the main tab. So here we have the essentials, the rune pouch, the herb sack, soul bearer, sanctifier, bone crusher, and another bottomless compost bucket, because why not? At this point on the account, we're at the Radha's Blessing 3 instead of 4, so we do need to get that. But yeah, just looking at the bank, we have 16 whips, 15 dragon defenders, we have full bandos now, serpentine helmet, 2 per Primordial Boots, as well as Pegasian. We have a ZGS and a BGS completed so far. 3 Zombie Axes, Fury, as well as the Torture, Tormented, Anguish, and Suffering. So we have come a far way with that. We also almost have full Armadillo. We're just missing the Chain Skirt. Still got that lovely DFS. 26 mil cash, which is a decent amount for the Ironman, mainly all from high alking. Did a lot of that, so that kind of hurt this tab a little bit, but it was worth it for the GP stack. Following that, we have our Mage Gear, as well as Tentacle Whip and Void of all sets. We also have the Fire Cape, the Trident, our Ring collection, and Barrows collection, as well as 16,000 Cannonballs and a Ranger's Tunic as well. So yeah, that's this tab. I mean, it's kind of med level, if you ask me. We definitely have a lot to prove and a lot to obtain, but this is kind of where we're at. And if we turn on the bank plugin just to see how much we're worth overall, about 1.6 bill, as you can see there. I don't really use bank tabs on either account right now. They're both kind of set up for the Ironman and the main, but yeah, I haven't really been using them much at all recently. But yeah, that's overall the bank on this account. Very proud of it. Took a long time to obtain. Let's go check out the pets now. All right, so this POH is a little bit nicer than my mains, but yeah, if we go ahead and look at this box, as you can see here, we have like all the skilling pets. We have the farming pet, the thieving pet, the fishing pet, the mining pet, woodcutting pet, hunter pet, agility pet, you know what I mean? And then we just have the Kraken and the Scotizo. So yeah, I've had a lot of luck on this account with pets, and just really do love this account. It's much different than my main in every way, but also kind of has a little bit of similarities with how I lay out stuff, but for the most part, it's just a whole nother feel on the Ironman. And I love playing an Ironman and a main account. I think they both serve their purposes for different reasons, and the goal for this account is to get a max cape one day, and then eventually, slowly but surely, hopefully 200 mil and a few skills, if not all of them. Same goes for my main, but I'm more focused on like PVMing accomplishments and pets on that account than I am versus this one. But overall, that is the bank account on both of my RuneScape characters, Mr. No Sleep the Ironman and Mr. No Sleep the main. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and sorry if you're not that impressed. You know, really haven't ever gone out of my way to save GP. I just have fun with it. I give away a lot. I lose a lot PKing, and the Ironman I like because the Ironman keeps everything. With my main account through the years, a lot of items just kind of come and go, and wealth just kind of comes and goes as well, depending on what I'm doing. But yeah, never really went out of my way to have a whole lot of structure with my bank, but I hope somehow today this kind of showed you guys what I was talking about when I would always say that in the past. And yeah, it should really only go up from here based on whatever we're going to be doing next, especially at the start of next year when we start the Inferno grind on the main account, and the Ironman will always be doing something in the background. So yeah, should be looking pretty optimistic for the future, and that's all I got to say for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's bank video. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to check out Creator Crafted, make sure to use that link in the description for an additional 10% off at checkout. And until next time, guys, thank you so much for your time today. If you have any questions, make sure to leave it in the comment section below. And until next time, Mr. No Sleep, out.